your fault to exploit.
Who's paying?
Sir, I'm here for free. You're the one who's going to
Do you not care about our futures?
Young climate protesters once again confronted Democratic Senator Joe Manchin outside his luxury yacht, and in the process, Manchin projected what clearly influences him, as if it wasn't already obvious. But check this out.
These people have went on a hunger strike. All we want is to talk to you. You speak to your donors all the time.
You from West Virginia?
Sir, we're American citizens. We need to talk to you about the fact your babies in West Virginia are going to have their lives cut short because of you. It's so vital that you make sure that climate change isn't cutting short the lives of your constituents. You're allowing coal companies to exploit their workers. You're allowing your coal companies to exploit.
Who's paying?
Sir, I'm here for free. You're the one who's going to
Do you not care about our futures?
Joe Manchin?
West Virginia, you're projecting.
Hey guys, thank you all.
Stop blocking the BBB.
Hey, Joe Manchin, is your coal money making it hard to do your job as a senator?
All right, so in a bit here, I will show you how you can get involved if you want, if you're in the area. I will link to those links below the video as well in the description box on YouTube. But first here, the projection is incredible. Who's paying you? Joe Manchin really asking these protesters, these young climate activists, who's paying you? Clearly, he knows he's being paid for what he's doing. That is why he is doing what he is doing. Yet he is projecting this idea out there that, no, I'm not getting paid. You're getting paid for wanting to take care of the climate and caring about things like paid medical leave and expanding Medicare. What bizarro world do you have to live in to think that activists have to be paid to want to have a planet to live in or want paid medical leave or expansion of Medicare? But it shows you just how disconnected Joe Manchin is from reality, apart from him obviously taking the money that he's taking and doing what he's doing to enrich himself. So more on that here. Actually, first, just to show you, this was shot by Hunt for Climate, which is a part of the Sunrise Movement. So again, Sunrise Movement activists here doing a great job pressuring Joe Manchin. But they write here, we have the receipts, Joe. We know who is paying you. You took $2.4 million from Wall Street, $2 million from fossil fuel corporations, $1.6 million from Big Pharma, and more when it comes to coal, which I'll get to in a minute here. But they go on to say you've already stolen 8 weeks of paid family leave and free community college from America. How much more will you steal for your own pocket? Now, there is a follow-up video to one of the activists he was talking to in the video here. So let me play this for you now.
Last night, Senator Manchin asked who was paying me to do this work. The answer is nobody. I just care a lot about doing the right thing. But the fact that he thinks the only reason I could be politically engaged is because of money shows a lot about why he's still in politics. And by the way, Senator, we're back again. Good morning.
So of course, that's exactly right. And yes, they were back in the morning. So the video I showed you earlier was from last night. They were back in the morning, and they're going to be back on Thursday evening. So again, I'll link to that below the video, and I'll get to it in the tabs here soon. But a little more on Joe Manchin's coal money. So even CNN eventually covered this. It took them a long time to finally cover it, but they eventually covered it back at the end of October. Joe Manchin has made millions from coal. His ties are now facing examination as Democrats scramble for a climate and economic agreement. Going on to say here that Manchin, whose vote is crucial to passage of President Joe Biden's domestic policy priorities in an evenly divided 50-50 Senate, has holdings valued at between $1 million and $5 million in EnerSystems, Inc., the coal brokerage business he founded, according to his most recent financial disclosure form that covers 2020 activity. And of course, this was covered by many other outlets, including Vice and I think TYT Investigates and Slate, Salon, others covered this. So, it just shows you how long it takes for these mainstream outlets like a CNN or an MSNBC to finally acknowledge the reality of connecting money to politicians and those influences there. But in Vice's reporting as well, similar, saying that Joe Manchin makes about $500,000 a year from one of the dirtiest coal plants in West Virginia that, of course, Manchin had a part in creating. Now, more on the ongoing protest of Manchin. So this again from Hunt for Climate saying here, join us this Thursday for our Manchin Yacht Party finale. So here you got the Yacht Block Party finale this Thursday, the 2nd 6 to 7 p.m. And I will link to that below the video. There's more here at smvmt.org/haunt4climate, or you can follow them on Twitter as well. So good to see these activists out there doing this work of confronting Joe Manchin, making him feel uncomfortable. This is, at this point, what the people have left. So, you know, there's a lot more that lawmakers could be doing if they actually care to pressure him behind the scenes, especially when it comes to Joe Biden and his power as the president. But in lieu of all that, you have these activists out there pressuring Joe Manchin, and it is just fantastic to see this.